little bit of a different video today, something that I haven't covered yet, and that's the gambling epidemic here, not just in Canada, but also the United States. Gambling is just a brutal problem that can destroy families, and it really needs some attention being drawn to right now because gambling is legal now in so many ways. You know, you have sports gambling now. There's channels being sponsored by gambling. Like, it's crazy. A lot of channels that I watch, sports channels, will have sponsors that are just direct gambling. You know, it's sports betting, it's gambling at casinos, there's gambling on your phone, there's crypto gambling as well. There is so much access now because of apps that you have to gamble your life savings away and just lose it all just like that. And there's a lot of stories, confessions here that I've kind of compiled for this video because I do think that it's a topic that needs to be discussed a lot more because people are really being affected by gambling, especially in Canada, the United States. But some of these individuals are not from Canada or the United States, but regardless, we're going to have them showcased in this video and just talk about gambling addiction as well. It is brutal. It can ruin families. It can destroy lives. Let's take a look at the first one.
Last night, after I gambled away my rent money for the month, I decided to call the Gamblers Anonymous hotline because I was at rock bottom. And you won't believe what these people said to me. And believe it or not, it wasn't when I was up at 3 in the morning betting on Vietnamese tennis or soccer that I realized that I had had a problem. It wasn't until this Kansas versus UNLV game that happened last night. At halftime, my bets were at 90 to 95% of the way to hitting. And then after halftime, it was the worst football game I'd ever played. I was at rock bottom. I find the number on the app, and I call the number. So I'm on the phone, and immediately after dialing the number, I hear an automated voice go, "Hello, you have reached the Gamblers Anonymous hotline. Wait right there. Do not place another bet. We will have a live agent with you shortly." And I can't even lie, while I was waiting for the live agent, my fingers were itching to place another bet, but I decided to wait it out. It's crazy because I actually thought that help was on the way, but what happens next made me wish I never called him. After waiting for about 85 to 90 seconds, I finally hear a human being's voice on the other end of the phone. He goes, "Hello, this is Dejing. What is your reason for calling?" At that point, I snapped. I immediately lost. I said, "Listen here, Dejing. This isn't soccer. This isn't tennis. This is Division I college football we're talking about here." And then this is the worst part about the whole conversation. The man had the audacity to tell me, "Hold on 1 second." I said, "Hold on 1 second." He goes, "Put that back." And then he goes, "Hey, hello, sorry, I'm back." I said, "What did you just say?" He said, "Sorry, man, I wasn't talking to you. Somebody tried to grab something they shouldn't touch out of the store." I said, "The store?" He said, "Yeah, this Gamblers Anonymous thing, I just do that on the side. I'm really on working the night shift right now." I said, "Look here, Dion, Deshaun, DiGiorno, whatever your name is. You're not taking this seriously enough for me, man. Get somebody else on the phone."
Yeah, that is scary when they outsource it that way. But again, a lot of these things it's just little side jobs here. It's just really they need someone to talk to sometimes. But some people, you know, they need it more than that. They need a professional to actually talk to, not just someone who works at like a 7-Eleven to hear them out about their gambling addiction. So that can be really frustrating, 100%. And we also have a big story right here when a husband went out with $150,000 in debt from gambling, and they acquired $150,000 in debt.
I'm 60. I'm a nurse. My husband's 69. He's retired. He got into gambling. So he'd, run up to Oklahoma and do some gambling and all this. Since then, he's gotten help for the gambling. He stopped. I mean, it's like it was a phase, but that phase left us about $150,000 in debt.
What kind of debt? Credit cards?
Well, credit cards, yes.
Oh,
and
God.
He was really embarrassed.
What is your minimum payment on these cards altogether?
$4,000 a month.
What do you guys bring home every month?
About $7,500.
Are you able to eat right now? What are your other expenses?
Well, we actually don't have any. Our property's paid for, land, house.
Where is he working right now?
Vehicles. He's not.
Yeah, his butt needs to go back to work tomorrow.
Yeah.
And this is part of his getting well.
If he can.
You don't just flip a $140,000 gambling hole switch like this.
Well, we actually sold a car already and put that immediately onto a credit card. We've paid off 2. There are 7 more to go. So we have assets, 130 in a 401k. The rest of the investments all together, Fidelity and Vanguard and what have you, total up to about 350.
But that's your total nest egg?
And then we also own land, in which we don't want to sell. Altogether, it's worth about $1 million.
I would sell that 3 acres of land.
Do you know what the interest rate is on these cards?
Yes, the cash advances alone are like 30%.
30%?
Either he goes to work tomorrow and says I can make $50,000 over the next 3 years, and 100% of that goes to paying this off. And I was gonna be retired from 70, 71, 72, 73, and now I'm not. Or part of your $1 million retirement, your land holding, is gonna go to dig this dig yourself out of this shovel. There is no way that your life doesn't look different. Y'all are trying to just nickel and dime this sucker.
It's not going to work when you have
$5,000
$5,000 in interest alone happening each month. Wow. So you got to get rid of this. You got to sell these acres. I don't want you decimating this nest egg and unplugging all this growth because there's not much there to begin with to get you to live for the next 30 years.
Do not sell your investments, yeah.
So I would sell the land first. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, that is absolutely insane. And this is what I'm saying. Gambling can literally destroy families. Now, who knows what type of conversation that couple had after that, right? Like they're at an age where, one of them already is retired. The other one is going to be retiring very soon. And you're looking for this money to actually travel or do something exciting for the rest of your lives when you retire. And you can't do that anymore. One of them might actually have to go back to work and hustle because he went into crazy credit card debt. And the interest alone is more than some people make in a month, which is insane.
Yeah, hi guys, my name's Harry. I'm a gambling addict in recovery. I'm 25 years old. I've been an addict since I was 18. I started out when I was 17 going to the pub, as Rebecca said, after starting my apprenticeship, and going to the pub and just with the older boys and playing pokies, only small bets, which then the day I turned 18, I downloaded my first online bookmaker and I was offered a deposit match on the first one I got. Within a month or so, I was hooked. I was losing everything I was earning. I've lost over $400,000 in the last 7 years due to my addiction, and I've probably been offered, I don't know, over $100,000 in deposit matches and bonus bets. I've withdrawn $10,000 in my super when the super thing came out because I didn't think I'd have a future. I had a $17,000 loan for a ute that I had, which I sold, and I spent a lot on the horses in one day. I've owed money on that loan for the last 5 years, constantly going on to default, not paying it back, spending all the money on the punt, spending every single cent I've earned on the punt. I've borrowed money, stolen money, not paid money back to punt. I've been to rehab for my gambling. I spent the whole of the 2021 Christmas holidays in a rehab in Sydney due to my gambling, and I'm only just starting to get good now. So I'd like the ads for gambling to be taken away off TV. Yeah. Because I can't watch the football on free air anymore without getting the urge to gamble. I feel like innocent young men are getting attacked, are getting roped in to try and get them on to gamble, and I don't think that there's enough regulations and help out there for people that may be struggling.
Yeah, and if you are like this individual where just watching a sporting event and just seeing a betting ad show up and you have that urge to gamble, please get help, because this is really affecting families and especially young men, because young men, more than any other demographic, are going to be more exposed to a lot of these sports bets and stuff, which are basically legal now in a lot of countries. But it doesn't just affect men as well. This is a story from a woman who lost almost $200,000 in gambling.
I lost £200,000 to my gambling addiction, and I'm on day 17 of my recovery. Today's a big day. I know most of you were thinking that I'm going to be getting paid on Monday, which I am at 4 o'clock still, but I spoke about having a tax rebate and I wasn't sure when it was coming in. So I've been on my account and it's coming at 4. So if you're with Monzo, you know you can get paid at 4. And you basically drag the money into your account yourself. So, yeah. Now, last night, when I found this out, my immediate reaction was that I was happy, which it always is when I know I'm getting money. I get this instant buzz, and I just can't wait to get it, because obviously I know that I'm going to be gambling it. I know I'm going to be able to sit there for an hour or two, depending on how quickly the funds go. But yeah, I know I can just be in my own little bubble, spend the money, and yeah, that gives me a buzz. But obviously this time I'm really trying hard to recover. It's ruining my life. Slowly but surely it's taken everything that I can, not just the money, but my relationships with family, friends. Can't carry it on anymore. So it's hard, it's difficult, you know. I've put blocks in place. I've told my stepdad that I'm getting the money, so he's aware at 4 o'clock. And yesterday I felt awful, to be honest with you. I was thinking, oh, I really want to go on there, like, and then I could feel my brain trying to look for other ways, because, you know, as you know, even with the blocks, like, there are going to be ways. If I really wanted to, I could do it today.
Yeah, see how the mind like will start to justify how you could still, you know, you have a problem, but you're still justifying, well, I probably could do it today. And gambling, it's not even just gambling that is a problem. It's also impulsive spending as well. So if you're someone who has just not even just a gambling habit, you're out there and you're spending money on stuff you don't need, and it's racking up a credit card bill, and you're racking up interest. There's all these compounding problems. You definitely need to seek help. It's unbelievable what's happening right now. The young people are being affected so much by all of these gambling ads, whether it's the accessibility to gambling with your smartphone, whether it's sports betting. It's just unbelievable what's going on. Let me know if you've had any issues with gambling problems in the comment section as well, and I will be sure to read them, and I will see you guys in the next video. Take care.